If you're curious about stocking up on foods that stand the ultimate test of time, you've come to the right place. We're counting down 20 canned foods with exceptional shelf lives. We're talking decades, not just years. Whether you're preparing an emergency food supply, planning for long-term storage, or simply want to be extra prepared for the unexpected, these pantry essentials are more than just survival staples. They're your ticket to decades of peace of mind. From nutrient-packed classics to surprising options you might not expect, these canned foods are the heroes of long-term food storage. Imagine opening a can 30 years later and finding it just as good as the day you stored it. It's not just possible, it's practical. Stick around as we explore this ultimate list of 20 must-have canned foods that can last practically forever and make sure your stockpile is built to endure. Whether you're seasoned in preparedness or just getting started, you don't want to miss these timeless essentials. Stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on building your ultimate stockpile. 1. Canned chicken breast. Canned chicken breast is the survival food you probably overlook but shouldn't. Each 12.5 ounce can pack 45 grams of protein, 0 carbs, and just 3 grams of fat. Lean, clean, and nutritious. The chicken is pressure cooked at an F0 value of 9, killing all bacteria, and blanched beforehand to lower purine levels, making it ideal for those with gout or uric acid concerns. Sodium content varies. Regular cans have about 450 milligrams per serving, while low-sodium options drop to 180 milligrams. The cans are oxygen-free, locking in flavor and texture for decades. Thanks to USDA standards, most pieces are solid chunks, perfect for casseroles, soups, or sandwiches. Bonus: even after 10 years, lysine levels, a vital amino acid, remain high, making these cans a reliable protein source when fresh meat isn't available. Don't toss the broth inside. It contains 2 grams of gelatin, perfect for soups, stews, or gravy without added butter or oil. Once opened, refrigerate and use within 3 days. Pro tip: these cans are heavier than usual, so reinforce your shelves if you're stocking up. Check pull tabs before long-term storage, and empty cans can even serve as cooking gear over small stoves. Pure utility in a can. 2. Spam. Spam is the OG of canned survival food. Love it or hate it, there's no denying it lasts forever. A 12-ounce can packs pork shoulder, ham, potato starch, salt, sugar, and nitrites. That's 350 calories per serving in a food proven to stay edible decades past its shelf. Life Hormel tests found Spam safe and still decent after 23 years. Try that with fresh pork chops. Its durability comes from salt and nitrites, which block harmful microbes and bacteria. The steel tin cans prevent fat oxidation, aka rancid tastes, and their rectangular shape saves shelf space, 8% more than round cans. For taste, fry thin slices to crisp them up with minimal effort. One serving gives half your daily thiamine for energy, and the high fat content keeps you full for hours. Diced Spam can also make plain rice or canned veggies much tastier. The bacon-flavored version even has smoke phenols for extra shelf life. If the flip key breaks, a P38 opener or brute force works. Once opened, refrigerate and eat within 48 hours. Don't toss the can. It's great for building tiny ovens or as a cooking mold. Spam isn't just food, it's a survival system in a can. 3. Canned corned beef. Canned corned beef is a survival powerhouse. Each 12-ounce can may look odd with its trapezoid shape, but don't let that fool you. It packs around 60 grams of protein and 480 calories. A protein-dense, calorie-heavy fuel source in a small package. The curing process uses salt and nitrite, about 120 ppm, giving it that pink color and making it pathogen-free and shelf-stable. Expect a layer of fat on top, it's normal. Skim it for leaner meals or mix it in for extra energy. For better taste and omega-3s, try pricier New Zealand grass-fed versions. They're worth it. Pro tip: dice it with canned potatoes for a quick, filling survival hash. It cooks fast and tastes surprisingly good. Storage is easy too. Cans stack neatly like bricks. Just avoid ones with deep dents, as they might compromise the seal. The gelatin-rich broth is another bonus. Once cooled, it becomes a spreadable, high-energy paste for crackers or bread. Store cans below 77 degrees Fahrenheit for long-term use, as high heat can affect the fat. After opening, refrigerate and eat within 5 days. Don't overdo it though. Limit to 2 servings a week to manage nitrate intake. Corned beef's durability and versatility make it a must-have for any prepper. 4. Canned ham. Shelf-stable canned ham deserves more love. These 3-pound boneless meatloaves are a survival staple, designed to keep you full in emergencies. They last 2 to 5 years if stored under 85 degrees Fahrenheit, thanks to a high-heat cooking process, 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 90 minutes, that makes them commercially sterile. When opened, you'll get a neatly packed loaf that slices perfectly. Great for rationing. Nutritionally, 2 ounces pack 960 milligrams of sodium. Salty? Yes, but essential when you're sweating through survival. Pair it with plain rice or green beans to balance the flavor. Nitrites are minimal, preserving the meat without overloading it with additives. Watch out for glazed versions. They taste great but can attract ants if stored poorly. Pro tip: pair diced ham with canned pineapple for a quick, satisfying meal. Don't toss the gelatin layer around the ham. It's perfect for thickening soups or stews. Most cans come with a sidewall key opener. Learn to use it now so you're not fumbling in a pinch. If it smells sour when opened, throw it out. That means bacteria got in due to bad storage. When stored properly, canned ham delivers about 18 grams of protein per serving and a shot of niacin to keep your energy up. With supply chain delays impacting availability, grab it when you can. Refrigerate after opening and eat within 4 days. Long shelf life, solid protein, and versatility make it a must-have for survival food. 5. Canned chickpeas. Canned chickpeas, also called garbanzo beans, are the survival food no one talks about but should. These little powerhouses deliver all the nutrition you need when life turns upside down. A single 15-ounce can is packed with 560 calories, 18 grams of protein, and a solid 14 grams of fiber. That's not just food, it's fuel! You also get 270 micrograms of folate, a vitamin that keeps your body repairing cells and growing new ones, which is critical when stress and physical strain are unavoidable. The real kicker? Chickpeas have a low glycemic index. Unlike junk carbs, they give you steady energy without spiking your blood sugar. And thanks to the high heat retorting process, a fancy way of saying pressure cooking, these cans are shelf-stable for decades. Keep them under 70 degrees Fahrenheit in a dry spot, and you've got a food that's as close to eternal as it gets. Even after sitting for years, chickpeas retain antioxidants like isoflavones, so you're still reaping health benefits way down the road. Versatility is where chickpeas shine. Hummus, check. Curry? Easy. Roasted snacks? Done. Toss them into soups, salads, or even grain bowls. Look out for sodium, though. Some cans pack 380 milligrams per serving, but no-salt versions drop that to just 35 milligrams. And get this, even their brine is useful. That liquid works as a vegan egg replacement, whipping up peaks just like egg whites. Chickpeas are tough, too. Their cans are lined with golden epoxy to stave off rust, making them ideal for long storage. Once opened, refrigerate the leftovers and use them within 4 or 5 days. Packed with protein, loaded with fiber, and stupidly easy to store and use, canned chickpeas are the MVP of the prepping game. Cheap, healthy, and long-lasting. That's survival food done right. 6. Canned pineapple. Think canned pineapple is just dessert? Wrong. This stuff plays a crucial role in survival situations. First off, it's a complete morale booster. Living off bland, boring staples like rice and beans? Slap some juicy, sweet pineapple onto your plate, and suddenly the world looks a little brighter. It's like getting a tropical vacation in the middle of a disaster. Each can is pure vitamin C gold. That's the vitamin your immune system needs to keep you from getting sick, especially when fresh food becomes a distant memory. Store these cans right in a cool, dry place, and they can easily outlive you. We're talking 30 years or more of shelf life, still tasting as sweet as the day it was packed. And don't underestimate the sugar content in canned pineapple. That natural sugar gives you the quick energy boost your body will scream for when faced with stressful or demanding conditions. But pineapple is about more than just taste and nutrition. There's a psychological edge here, too. When everything feels like it's falling apart, the familiar sweetness of pineapple can help lift your spirits in ways you didn't know you needed. You don't have to overthink it either. Eat it straight from the can, mix it into rice, or try pairing it with canned ham for a survival meal that's surprisingly delicious. Bottom line, canned pineapple isn't just a snack. It's a vital survival asset. It keeps your immune system strong, your energy high, and your mental state balanced when the chips are down. Don't sleep on it. 7. Canned peaches. Canned peaches are an underrated gem when prepping for long-term food storage. Sure, they look like a treat, but they're actually a secret weapon for survival. Think about it for a second. These slices of golden sweetness bring hydration, natural sugar, and essential vitamins to your diet. That's critical when you're running on limited rations or dealing with stressful conditions. Stored properly in a cool, dark, dry spot, canned peaches can last a mind-boggling 30 years. That's because the canning process locks in all the good stuff while keeping the bad away. Whether packed in syrup or natural juice, peaches maintain their flavor and nutritional profile for the long haul, making them a smart investment for any emergency pantry. And they aren't just tasty. Peaches are easy on your stomach, which can be a lifesaver if medical supplies are low and you're dealing with digestive issues. Crack open a can of peaches after a long, exhausting day, and you'll know exactly why they belong in your stash. The quick hit of calories and hydration they provide isn't just essential, it's comforting. Plus, they're incredibly versatile. Eat them straight, throw them into oatmeal, or even mix them with other canned fruits for an instant morale-boosting snack. When survival gets tough, canned peaches aren't just a luxury. They make life bearable, maybe even pleasant during really dark times. Do yourself a favor and stock up. 8. Canned pumpkin. Canned pumpkin might not be the first thing that comes to mind for prepping, but it's a total powerhouse. First of all, we're talking about pure pumpkin here, not that sugary pie-filling nonsense. With shelves full of weird grains and heavy meats, pumpkin brings something critical to the table: fiber. Fiber keeps your digestive system on track, and trust me, you'll feel it if it's missing from your emergency diet. Pumpkin is also packed with beta-carotene and potassium, which are crucial for maintaining strong muscles and sharp vision. That's not just survival fluff. It's life or death when your body is under stress. The best part? Stored right, cool and dry, canned pumpkin can last well over 30 years. You're literally looking at decades of reliable nutrition in every can. What's great about pumpkin is how versatile it is. Stir some into oatmeal or soup for extra nutrients. Use it in bread, pancakes, or even makeshift cookies when you need to stretch limited ingredients. It bulks up meals and doesn't clash with other flavors. Plus, because it's so easy to digest, canned pumpkin is perfect for anyone who's sick, weak, or struggling to keep other foods down. Don't underestimate its value. Canned pumpkin is a humble hero in long-term food prepping. It's cheap, nutritious, and stupidly reliable, meaning it earns its place in any serious survival stockpile. Add it to your pantry now and thank me later. 9. Canned tuna. When it comes to emergency food, canned tuna packed in water is a non-negotiable. A tiny 5-ounce can carries an insane 30 grams of protein with just 120 calories and barely any fat, making it one of the leanest options for long-term survival. Whether you're building muscle or just need fuel to stay alive, tuna should be front and center on your shelf. The science behind its durability is impressive. Tuna gets blasted with 250 degrees Fahrenheit heat under 15 pounds of pressure during canning. This wipes out pathogens and seals it up for decades. Fun fact, old US military stores revealed canned tuna still edible after 45 years. That's alien-level longevity. If you're worried about mercury, skipjack tuna is your go-to. It's smaller and packs way less mercury than albacore. Check the Julian code date on the lid to make sure you're getting the freshest batch. And don't throw out that liquid inside the can. It's loaded with niacin and vitamin B12. Pour it straight into your rice, soup, or stew for extra nutrients. Stacking space an issue? No problem. 6 cans of tuna take up just 2.4 inches, making it perfect for tight prepping storage. Empty tins can even double as candle holders or DIY survival gear. Inflation hit tuna prices in recent years, but it's still a low-cost protein option you can count on. Keep it under 85 degrees Fahrenheit, avoid damaged cans, and your tuna stash will last more than 30 years. Once opened, refrigerate and eat within 3 days. Pro tip: 2 small cans a week hit your omega-3 targets, while selenium in tuna fights off mercury absorption like a champ. No excuses here. Tuna is survival royalty. 10. Canned sardines. Canned sardines might not win any beauty contests, but they're a nutritional beast. These tiny swimmers are a survivalist's secret weapon. With 350 milligrams of calcium per can thanks to their soft, edible bones, they're perfect for keeping your bones strong. Add 2,000 milligrams of omega-3s and 21 micrograms of vitamin D, and you're getting a nutrient cocktail that most supplements can't compete with. What makes sardines genius is the olive oil they're packed in. It acts as a natural barrier against oxygen, preserving freshness for way beyond the expiration date. Here's a tip when buying sardines. Inspect the can for dents at seams because even a small hit can compromise safety. Being small fish, sardines dodge the high mercury content bigger fish like tuna accumulate, so they're safe even for regular meals in survival mode. You can even reuse the olive oil for cooking potatoes, eggs, or even onions, adding more calories and flavor when you're scraping by on minimal supplies. Smoke-cured sardines take it up a notch with added natural antimicrobials and a better taste. Bonus, their soft bones make them family-friendly, even for kids. Load them into salads, mash them into fish cakes, or base a sauce around them for a hearty meal. Pro survival tip: sardine cans stack easily and don't take much space, making them storage-friendly. They also stay edible for years even in suboptimal conditions. Their durability is unmatched, and when it comes to prepping, sardines are a no-brainer. Eat them! Save the can. Repeat. 11. Canned wild Alaskan salmon. Wild Alaskan salmon isn't just food, it's survival cheat code. Pop open a 7.5-ounce can, and you're looking at 34 grams of protein, 1.8 grams of omega-3s, and 1,500 IU of vitamin D. That quote S. A powerhouse of nutrition in a small package. Inside, you've got bones, skin, and rich, darker meat. Don't freak out about the bones. They've been softened during canning and are packed with 300 milligrams of calcium. Eat them! Seriously! The canning happens within 8 hours of catching the fish, which locks in the low histamine levels and incredible freshness. Tests even proved 30-year-old Alaskan salmon was still tasty, with only some color fading. The astaxanthin in the salmon skin doubles down as a super antioxidant, making it a must-have for any serious pantry. And no, you don't have to worry about mercury. Wild salmon has crazy low mercury levels around 0.04 ppm, a fraction of what's found in other fish. Always check for the MSC certified logo. It guarantees the salmon is sustainably sourced. Want to get creative? Mix canned salmon into rice or throw it into a chowder. The flavor works amazingly well in soups and stews. Storage is key here. It's sensitive to heat because of the polyunsaturated fats. Keep it below 70 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve the taste and texture. With prices on the rise due to declining salmon runs, this is one canned good you'll want to grab before it's gone. 12. Canned beef stew. Canned beef stew doesn't shout luxury, but don't underestimate it. This 12-ounce can pack a complete meal in one. You've got diced beef, potatoes, peas, and carrots swimming in a hearty gravy, all ready to heat and serve. Nutrition-wise, you're getting about 280 calories and 14 grams of protein per can, alongside 700 milligrams of potassium from the potatoes. That's a huge bonus when you're sweating or physically active in emergency conditions. Here's why it lasts. The thick gravy lowers water activity in the can, making spoilage nearly impossible. The retort canning process takes care of the rest, killing all potential bacteria and locking in flavors for decades. Sure, after 8 or 10 years, the potatoes might get a little grainy, but that's purely texture. The stew is still 100% safe to eat. Pro tip? Use canned stew as a pie filling to get extra variety in your meal routine. It's an easy way to keep morale high when boredom sets in. The sodium might seem high at 800 milligrams, but it's manageable compared to what you'd find in other pre-packaged foods. Plus, one can gives you 70% of your daily vitamin A needs thanks to the carrots. Quality ingredients in a no-nonsense format make canned stew an underrated staple. Always check cans for heat damage, though. If you spot scorch marks, don't risk it. From stocking your pantry to emergency kits, canned beef stew is dependable, filling, and versatile. 13. Canned milk. Most people don't even think about milk when prepping, but it's one of the smartest moves you can make. Fresh milk? That'll be long gone the second a crisis hits. Canned milk, though? That's a total game changer. Whether we're talking evaporated milk or sweetened condensed milk, when properly stored, these cans can last for decades. We're talking 30 years or more. Evaporated milk is super versatile. Add some water, and you've got a perfect substitute for fresh milk. No fresh milk, no problem. Use it in baking, coffee, tea, or even creamy soups. Sweetened condensed milk goes another route entirely. It's a dessert-making powerhouse. Got sugar and some canned fruit? Boom, you've got pudding, pies, or sweet sauces to lift everyone's spirits when things feel dire. But the real kicker here, canned milk is calorie-dense. Each can is packed with fat, protein, and critical vitamins that your body will need when food is scarce. With a stash of canned milk, you can still whip up bread, sauces, or mac and cheese. That's comfort food during chaos. And morale is everything when times get tough. Stockpile a few cans now so you aren't scrambling when the dairy section inevitably empties out. Trust me, canned milk's value is seriously underrated. 14. Canned chili. Canned chili isn't just food. It's survival fuel in a can. When SHTF, you want meals that hit all the boxes. Protein, carbs, fats. Chili, it's got it all. Good chili combines meat, beans, and sometimes a mix of vegetables into one flavorful, ready-to-eat package. And the best part? Zero prep, zero hassle. Open the can and boom, you've got a meal. Heat it if you've got the fuel. Eat it straight cold if you don't. It just works. Stored properly, canned chili can sit on your shelves quietly, outperforming most fresh foods for decades. It's hearty, filling, and can power you through a demanding day with minimal effort. Have you been working all day fixing up a shelter or trying to stay warm? A bowl of hot chili can literally feel like life returning to your body. It warms you up, replenishes what you've burned, and keeps you going for hours. Chili, especially varieties with beans, also gives you fiber. That's a big deal when survival diets get thrown off course. It keeps everything moving, you know what I mean? Stock up on this underrated gem because when things hit the fan, you'll want meals that are easy, tasty, and packed with energy. 15. Canned soup. Canned soup is the quiet hero of long-term prepping. Sure, it might not be flashy, but it does everything you need. Broth-based soups like chicken noodle, vegetable beef, or minestrone last forever. We're talking shelf lives of 30 years or more if stored right. Why? Low fat equals less spoilage. That's how they can sit there, waiting for your moment of need, without breaking a sweat. Think about when you're sick, exhausted, or just mentally fried. What do you crave? Soup. Soup is warmth. It's comfort. It's fuel that goes down easy when you're stressed out or too tired to deal with anything complicated. It's light, yet satisfying, and usually comes packed with a decent mix of proteins, carbs, and vegetables. The best part? It barely takes up any space. Canned soup is lightweight, stackable, and economical. And during a food shortage, having a variety of ready-made soups can trick your brain into believing life's still semi-normal even when it isn't. When the world feels upside down, cracking open a can of soup can be one of the simplest fixes. 16. Canned sausage patties. Canned sausage patties? Yeah, that's a thing, and it's a survival powerhouse. These are not some flimsy, low-calorie snacks. We're talking calorie-rich, protein-packed patties that turn boring meals into legit feasts. Stored in their own juices and pressure-cooked to perfection, these babies can last for decades, no refrigeration required. What makes them special? Versatility. Fry them up on a camp stove, toss them into soups, or pair them with rice or beans for a meal that actually tastes like something you'd eat in the good times. And if you don't have the luxury of heat, no problem. These patties are pre-cooked, meaning you can eat them straight out of the can if you're in a pinch. High in fats and proteins, canned sausage patties are exactly what your body needs when you're operating on survival mode. Long hikes, heavy lifting, or just staying warm require fuel, and these cans deliver. Plus, they feel like real meat when fresh meat is nothing but a distant memory. If you aren't stacking these in your pantry yet, seriously, what are you waiting for? Get on it before it's too late. 17. Canned black beans. Canned black beans are survival pantry royalty. They're cheap, nutritious, and absolutely essential. A single 15-ounce can packs around 390 calories, 23 grams of protein, and a whopping 26 grams of fiber. That's pure fuel for your body when you don't know when your next meal is coming. Black beans keep you full longer and improve gut health thanks to their fiber and resistant starch, which acts as prebiotics to support healthy gut bacteria. And trust me, a healthy gut is a survival game changer when food supplies are unpredictable. Expiration dates on cans? Mostly irrelevant. If the can isn't dented, bulging, or rusted, it's good to go for decades. Sodium is a thing here, though. A good rinse cuts the salt by almost half, but leaves critical nutrients intact, like iron and magnesium. One can gives you 4 milligrams of iron to keep your oxygen levels right, and 120 milligrams of magnesium to reduce muscle cramps and help you sleep better. Canned black beans are also more nutrient-rich than dry beans you cook yourself, because the canning process reduces phytates, those annoying compounds that make minerals harder to absorb. And don't throw away the bean liquid, aka aquafaba. It's a miracle ingredient for baking and can be used as a vegan egg substitute. These beans are versatile. Toss them in rice, make a chili thicker, or eat them straight. After opening, refrigerate them, and they'll last 4 days. Any DIY preppers out there? Empty cans are sturdy enough for mini stoves or camp gadgets. If your survival pantry doesn't have black beans yet, you're doing it wrong. 18. Canned beets. Canned beets might not be exciting, but they're a powerhouse waiting to surprise you. If you care about nutrient survival, these deep red gems should be on your shelf. Packed with folate, potassium, and natural antioxidants, canned beets are small but mighty. They give your energy a quick boost with a touch of natural sugars. Plus, that vibrant color actually makes food more visually appealing, which works wonders for morale when you're eating bland, repetitive meals. Stored properly, canned beets have an insane shelf life. Keep them cool and dry, and they can last 30 years or more. Need a salad base? Beets. Want a spread? Beets again. These things are weirdly flexible and can transform into everything from a topping to a side dish. Their antioxidants and minerals are fantastic for your body, especially if you're surviving on a nutrient-deficient emergency diet. While everyone else around you is barely getting by with basic carbs, you'll be sneaking in a nutritious edge without effort. Bottom line, don't overlook canned beets. They're an underdog worth stocking up on. 19. Canned mushrooms. Canned mushrooms might not sound like a big deal, but honestly, they're a prepper's dream. They add rich, savory, umami flavor to almost any dish, which is a game changer when you're stuck eating bland survival food. They're low in calories, sure, but what they lack in calories, they make up for in versatility and minerals like selenium, a key player in helping your immune system stay strong. If stored properly, these mushrooms will last for decades without losing much quality. They're lightweight, stack well, and don't take up much space, so you can load up without stressing your shelves. Toss them into soups, stews, casseroles, Oris bowls, and they'll soak up the dish's flavors while giving it a satisfying bite. When you're trying to make your survival pantry as long-lasting and flexible as possible, canned mushrooms are a no-brainer. They're also a sneaky morale booster, adding variety and taste to meals when you need it most. Keep them on your list. They might be one of the most quietly critical items you stockpile. 20. Canned Vienna sausages. Vienna sausages are the ultimate survival food OGs, and they've been around forever for good reason. These little cans were literally designed to endure shipping, harsh climates, and long-term storage without a hitch. Each one is packed with protein and fat, giving you just what you need to keep your energy levels up when everything else is stressing you out. They're salty, sure, but that salt extends their shelf life and helps with mood in high-stress survival scenarios. These sausages are portable, lightweight, and easy to store. Throw a few in your bug-out bag or car kit, and forget about them until you absolutely need them. You'll be glad you did. Properly stored, they'll last over 30 years with no issues. During a food shortage, cracking open a can of Vienna sausages could mean the difference between barely hanging on and actually powering through your day. They may be simple, but never underestimate the power of these long-lasting little cans when things get serious.